First of all, I want to say something. Sometimes when you judge, you be like, man, who are the judges over there? These people are rating me? Why should they rate me when I don't know nothing about them? But when you compete internationally, you kind of feel like that. I did that when I went back to Florida. And I was competing against people all over the world, and it was like, whoa, this is heavy. But they had different rules applied there than here, which is kind of great. It was 21 lines or less, and you had to do it in 1 minute. And I don't care if you've written 100 books, 1,000 poems. You know what? They only wanted one. So that means you better pray to make up there that you had to write one. Okay? And when I'm sitting here over here and I'm listening to you guys tonight, this is what I got. This is what I got from George. This is what I got from Andrew. This is what I got from Miss West. And this is what I got from my girl over here. Where is she at? Yes, Christina.
Kristen.
Huh?
Kristen.
Kristen? Okay. What really tripped her out is that me and her mom went to school together. Check that out. This is for the ones that got up here on the stage and said, you know what, I'm going to make it go ahead. And I'm proud of you for that. And for the ones that sat down and applauded, I'm proud of you for that. Because it took you to give them that, to make them feel like, hey, it's okay. This is what they did. This is called in remembrance of my ancestors, your ancestors, okay? Your ancestors over here, and yours. The rest of y'all too. It goes like this. I, George, I, Guillen, Kristen, I, Andrew, I, Kiki, am the embodiment of my ancestors' homeland because their spirit lives through me. I'm the voice of all humanity, whose heart, mind, and soul have been chained to the shackles of slavery by the hands of those that used to keep my soul in bondage. For centuries, my ancestors has cried out from the earth to challenge my spirit as to my resolve. And as I admit within my heart, I ask the question, when shall I break these damn chains and shackle my struggles to theirs? With my head bowed to the earth, my prayer, Andrew, my prayer, and George, and my prayer, Kiki, and my prayer, this time, is knowing that my fight will never, 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 never end until my ancestors' blood is able to rest in peace. I hope I did it in 1 minute. A minute, 3 seconds. This is the one, I'm gonna do 3 right quick, okay? Because I know they're doing this thing. This is called the mule. Goes like this. You know a mule is a piece of bird, right? Goes like this. Have you, George, become like the mule that plows the field, so that the owner can reap from the harvest with much joy in his heart? How many roads have you plowed in your life? How many roads have you plowed in your lifetime? I wonder how many roads have you plowed in your lifetime? Man. Mule. He is beginning to look at you and treat you just like a mule. The pen that he has built has the appearance of our fellow slaves of times long ago. Does the earth have to shake beneath your feet, and your feet before you put off the blindness that will cause you to see your hard work? The time has come for humanity to educate the minds and hearts of those we call our children, so that they will learn how to reap from their own harvest and rejoice at the marketplace with much laughter in their hearts. And look at the mule as a reminder of the struggles of our fellow slaves of times long ago. I think I did it 1 minute. This is the last one. This one right here is called Before I Die. Before I Die. It's the one that won down in Florida. Okay, it goes like this. Let me give you the setup first, okay? I'm reading the Bible, this guy named Guillen. He said, oh Lord, do not refuse me before I die. And I was like, man, that's me. Don't refuse me before I die. And he asked for 2 things. So I said, you know what, I'm going to ask for 2 things. Because I ain't a good guy at all. I'm going to ask for 2 things. the 66 books. If you're Catholic, you study 73 books like my mom. But I ain't mad at you. I'm cool with that. Okay? Because I got love. Okay? And it goes like this. Oh, before I forget. When I come to this word Sheol, that means grave. It means grave. It goes like this. Within the 66 books that was inspired by your spirit and written for the sons of mankind, that be all of us here, I have but one question that I must ask from my heart that's caused my soul to be in fear. Him who lived in the ancient days made the statement. He said, "Oh Lord, do not refuse me before I die." I beg it, you understand my fear. For there's no man that's walked upon this earth, no man, with your word tied to his heart that does not become a victim to Sheol. For I am not a fool that I should believe that my path should be any damn difference. As my heart speaks, I ask that you incline your ear to listen. If a ship had no rudder, how should it be guided? And if a ship had no anchor, how can it find rest? I am like a ship without a rudder. I beg that you guide my heart so that my soul will not be in fear. And that you anchor my heart upon your word so that I can find my rest. And as I lie here in my resting place, oh, I beg that you cause my soul to stand. Because my greatest fear is that I give you a reason to refuse me before I die. Thank you.
All right, folks. I know there's a saturation point where it's like you get restless and hungry and you want sex and all that. So, not here, please. Oh, people, please. At home, at home, at home. Okay, well, anyway, we're almost there. We're almost there to the promised land. I don't mean that promised land. I meant the score and the winners and all that of tonight. But we're going to let Jorge Guillen do another a piece because I promised him. He asked if he could do another piece, and then we'll announce the winners, and then we'll go home.
This one won't be long. Because what Ginsburg said. I don't have time or the patience for fucking nail motherfuckers back. I was actually going to do this one, but it's not really finished because I haven't said it enough yet. And no, I never wrote down the word, but I should. Sorry, technically this wasn't titled. If I thought I told you that I thought I was alive, would you be able to understand me? If I thought I told you that I thought I was alive, would you be able to comprehend me? If I thought I told you that I thought I was alive, would you be able to understand me? Would you actually talk to me in your dreams? Or are you going to continue not to talk to me every time we run into each other? Every time that particular night in the atmosphere, that particular moment in the universe, that particular moment in the universe where you're in my dreams and I'm in your dreams? Are you going to be able to talk to me finally? Why do you stay there in silence? Do you remember me? Do you remember me whenever it is that you think about the sky? When you look out at the skyline and the stars, do you remember me? Or does dawn days early light not seem to remember the night? Out here on the perimeter, there are no stars because I fucking stole them. Out here on the perimeter, dreams keep passing people by because they can't seem to find themselves. They can't seem to find themselves in whatever it is that they have. They can't seem to find themselves in whatever moment it is that they happen to have in front of them. They can't seem to find themselves, and for that very reason, they keep passing by. These dreams, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. If you go up into the sky and they grab a bunch of them, put them into your satchel, and try to imagine whatever it is that you try to be. Out here in the perimeter, out here in the outskirts, there are no stars because life doesn't seem to know that it's alive. Reality doesn't even know that it's alive. Understand what it is that I'm trying to tell you. Understand if you're going to listen to me, if I'm going to ask you again. Do you think about me when you look at the skyline? Do you think about me when you think about me? Do you think about me whenever it is that I think about you? Do you remember me, how I think about you? Do you remember the Breeders album, 1996? Do you understand what it is that I'm trying to talk about? I'm not even trying to talk about whatever's inside my mind. I'm not even trying to talk about whatever's inside my soul. I'm not even trying to convey a feeling. I'm not even trying to convey an emotion. I'm trying to tell you how it is. Do you listen to me? Can you speak to me? Could you understand what it is that my reality is without you? Could you understand how it is that every time I think about you, I feel like 1,000. I feel as if you're right here. And it's that very thing right there that keeps me continuing. That natural high I spoke of earlier, that natural high that I had when I was with you, that's exactly what I keep painting for. That's exactly why I keep painting. I keep painting because every time that I get that feeling that I get, that natural high where I don't need drugs, I don't need alcohol, but damn, they sure do help me pass the time. Tell me, can you talk to me in the dreams next time we run into each other?
Okay, and a little bit of business. So I don't break the spirit of the victory when we have that victory and all that. But announcement, Empty Space Theater again. Please around.